Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing the gamer tag. I was inspired to do this by Nintendo Rachel. I'll put a link in the description to her channel. If you haven't subscribed already, you should. She's really awesome. Anyways, let's just get into this. All-time favorite video game. There are a few contenders, but my all-time favorite video game is Naruto Clash Ninja 2. I will definitely have to do a review of that sometime because it's just, it's awesome. What is your current favorite video game? I guess maybe Tekken Tag Tournament 2 on the Wii U or something. I don't know. That's a tough question. Or maybe Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I don't know. That's a tougher one. I have to think about that for a while. What is your favorite video game genre? That would have to be, there are a few contenders again. Platformers probably, 3D and 2D. I also really like 3D beat-em-up dungeon crawler style games, so those would be like my top two. I used to really like fighting games. I still do. Like I love Tekken and Soul Calibur, Smash Bros. But I don't really play them. I don't play some like Street Fighter type games quite as often anymore. How long have you been playing video games? I was very young when I started. I can't remember exactly how old I was. Probably like 1. Yeah, I was really little, and I hadn't really stopped. Yeah. What's the first game you've ever played? Now, I'm not completely sure because, again, I was really young, but I think it might have been the original Super Smash Bros. My first console was the Super Nintendo, but that's the first one I really remember playing. What game have you clocked the most hours into? I don't know for sure, but that would possibly be my favorite game of all time, Naruto Clash Ninja 2. Maybe Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. Good chance it's Super Smash Bros. Melee or Brawl. So, one of those. What's your longest gaming session? That I'm not completely sure. One time, when I first got Tekken Tag Tournament 2 on the Wii U, I played it for 4 hours straight. I remember having a 2-hour session of playing Mario Kart 8 every single Grand Prix in a row with my brother. I know that's not as long as what I just previously said. I feel like I've had longer moments. Like I have some days where I'll just play video games all day. Not necessarily just one specific video game, but yeah. Who is your favorite game developer? Well, as Nintendo Rach did in her video, she mentioned her favorite company and then her specific developer. So I'm a little bit confused with that question. I guess as a person, I don't really know. Probably Sakurai. And as a company, that would be like Nintendo and Insomniac Games are my top two. Who is your favorite hero character in a game? I don't really know for sure. I like Ratchet a lot. I like Kirby a lot. I like Spyro. Possibly one of those. I don't know. I have to think about that for a long time. Who is your favorite villain? My favorite villain is quite possibly my favorite video game character of all time, and that's King Dedede from like my favorite series, possibly. I love Kirby, and I think he's just an awesome character. Who is your most hated character in a video game? Easy, the Beavers in Donkey Kong 64. What gaming systems do you own? I have all the Nintendo home consoles, so like NES, Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, Wii, and Wii U. Then I also have the original DS, 3DS, Xbox 360, PS3, PlayStation 2. Am I missing anything? And like a Sega Genesis, kind of. If you saw my review of that, the Act Games off-brand Sega Genesis. Oh, and my brother has a PSP. What was your first gaming system? I actually just mentioned this in a previous question. That was the Super Nintendo. What's your favorite game system and why? That would definitely be the GameCube. I really like the Wii a lot. I like the 3DS, but and PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, they're all great. They're all great consoles, but the GameCube, I'm nostalgia blinded by a lot of things, as I mentioned in a previous video, but just that back in the day, playing some of my favorite games of all time, including Naruto Clash Ninja 2, the original Naruto Clash Ninja, Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, Custom Robo, a lot more. It just has so many great games. Like it's kind of what really got me into video games. It made me realize there were some games that I really loved, and I don't know, it's just awesome, and it brings me back to a time in my life that was very, very fun, and I was really obsessed with Naruto at the time as well. So the Naruto Clash Ninja 2 on the GameCube, also Dragon Ball Z, it was just wonderful. Do you prefer to play guy characters or girl characters? I don't know if that means like in a game where you choose, or a game do you just prefer whether it's like a male character as the main character, or like a female character as the main character. I don't have too much of a preference. If I'm choosing, then I probably do either female, or I just like do it random. Sometimes I do male. It depends. A lot of times on MMOs I'll do male, but like for other games I'll do female. Yeah, I don't know. Do you follow walkthroughs or do you play through on your own? Yeah, I don't mind a good walkthrough if I'm having a lot of trouble in a game, because sometimes I'm not that great at video games and I really need a walkthrough. But generally not. But if I need one, I will look one up. Have you ever been to a gaming convention? Once, and it was really cool. I hope to go to another one sometime. What game are you most excited to come out in the future? That would have to be probably Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. What's your best memory of a video game? Okay, well that would probably have to be in a future Nostalgia Station episode. Naruto Clash Ninja 2 had some awesome memories of that. When I first got Tekken was pretty awesome, and not only when I first got it, but just a recent time I had playing it. Tekken's wonderful. So yeah, it's probably fighting game memory. And finally, what's your worst video game memory? That would probably just be being really frustrated with games, as that does happen. So I can't think of one in particular, really. But I've gotten very frustrated with games. So yeah, that's about it. Anyways, that is my gamer tag video. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to Nintendo Rage, as she was the one who inspired me to do this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.